Good evening, everyone. The National Weather Service has placed the entire viewing area under a winter weather advisory that's going to take effect at 6 p.m. tonight and continue for 24 hours all the way until 6 p.m. tomorrow night. We're expecting snow to be moving into the area. As you can see further to the southwest, we have a winter storm warning in effect for Fayette, Montgomery, and other counties closer to the St. Louis metro area. That's as snow accumulations are expected to be higher in those areas. So breaking down what you can expect with this system, the snow is going to be arriving as we get into midnight across much of the viewing area. It is going to be predominantly snow. However, we're going to be keeping an eye on the chances for some sleet or freezing rain mixing with this system for areas along and east of Interstate 57. And overall, it's going to be creating slick conditions for your morning commute tomorrow. So prepare ahead for that. As you can see on SkyTrack, we're already seeing that system inching its way towards the area. Low pressure is centered over Tennessee, and with warmer temperatures on the eastern side of that, it is changing to rain, and then you have that mix. But on the west side of that, we are seeing that snow wrap around that system, and that is what's lifting into our area, going to be arriving within the next few hours. But right now, we remain cloudy across the area. Those clouds have increased throughout the day. That system continues to lift to the north, and that has kept our temperatures fairly cold for us for the day. Only at 30 degrees right now here in Charleston, 29 up in Champaign, 32 in Robinson. But when we factor in those winds, it is feeling even colder out there. Currently feeling like 22 in Charleston, feeling like 20 in Champaign, feeling like 18 over in Decatur. And these are those winds responsible for those cooler wind chills. 10 miles an hour right now in Champaign and in Robinson. 14 mile an hour breeze right now in Terre Haute. And that's going to be continuing with us as we go into the overnight hours. So timing out that precipitation on Futurecast, you can see that advancing into the region. And once we get into the 11 o'clock hour, we'll see that snow arriving for areas north of Interstate 70. That's going to continue to lift northward, overspreading much of the area once we get into midnight. And then we're going to see that snow continue into your morning hours for Thursday. That's when we're expecting the snow to be its heaviest overnight, anywhere from about 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So again, expecting that snow to linger with us as you start your day on Thursday. Before the overnight hours, thanks to that cloud cover, we are going to remain fairly mild for overnight low standards, 27 degrees for that overnight low. Again, that snow moving in and heaviest during the early morning hours. Winds remain from the northeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. So looking at Futurecast for tomorrow, and continue with that snow to start your day. It's going to be lingering with us into the afternoon. That's when we can't rule out that snow changing to freezing rain or sleet for areas east of Interstate 57. So Futurecast not really showing that with this run, but areas Danville, Paris, Marshall, and Robinson, Terre Haute as well, expecting the main impacts from that freezing rain. But as we get into Thursday evening, we'll start to see that system clear out of the area. Skies will be clearing fairly quickly for us Thursday night. So looking at the current numbers, the heaviest accumulations are expected further to the southwest, where 5 to 7 inches will be possible closer to St. Louis. Across much of the area, we're expecting 3 to 5 inches, so Taylorville, Shelbyville, Charleston, down into Toledo, Robinson, Paris, expecting those amounts. A little bit lighter further off to the north, where 1 to 3 inches will be possible. And again, those totals will be lowered a little bit in our eastern counties thanks to that sleet mixing in. That will cut back those totals, but we're not expecting much in the way of ice accumulations. Areas east of Interstate 57 remaining with less than a tenth of an inch of ice, so not really expecting many accumulations for ice, but it will be a messy day for tomorrow. So plan ahead for your morning commute. 30 degrees at 9 a.m., up to 32 by noon. We only top out at 34 for our daytime high. Better conditions arrive as we get into Friday. 40 degrees, up to 41 on Saturday. We're still well below average. Average for this time of year is 53 degrees. And we continue with winter weather preparedness week here in Illinois. And we are looking at what you should have in your vehicle for winter weather travel. A good idea to have these on hand and also to slow down and allow extra time. So great tips to have in mind as we get ready to enter this system. And beyond that, we're expecting temperatures again to remain below average for us, but looks like warmer weather, relatively warmer anyway, arriving as we get into next week.